my name is Simon Bull. I am the Head of Customer Insights here at Capital on Tap. Capital on Tap is a predominantly SME business lender looking to make the lives of small business owners better in every way we can. In a world where businesses are growing so quickly, customer bases growing so fast, product services being released really quickly, the nature of assurance activity is you need to grow with those product services and businesses.
My name's Beth Boonham. I'm the First Line Assurance Manager at Capital on Tap. We really are able to provide the business with the insights into exactly how it is that our customers are feeling and what they're experiencing.
So we needed to look at introducing something which could be not just effective, we needed something that could be scalable, flexible, consistent and efficient to give us something that we could say, yes, this is our platform that will exist for us now, but also the platform that's going to exist for us when the business is 10 times the size of what we are now, without having to mass recruit or kind of build on really clunky manual processes, I guess.
We are a very fast scaling business. Our operational teams are growing by the week, particularly teams like our sales team. It was becoming very obvious to us that we weren't going to be able to continue to scale our analysts at the rate that our operational teams were scaling.
So we've moved from manual testing of a very limited amount of interactions, 1 to 3% in different areas, scale to something which is 90 to 95% of what we wanted to test by removing some anomaly scenarios. And that's helped us not just look at a handful of interactions per individual, but actually looking at stuff in such volume that we can identify a lot of trends from things that we may not have seen previously, the unknown unknowns.
I think being able to have 100% coverage of your QA volumes across your system just opens a door into insights that you probably didn't even know that you needed. That's one thing that we've particularly found in the last 6 months of us doing 100% of coverage across our operational teams. You suddenly go from sampling 3% of what's going on to being able to see what's happening across 100% of every interaction with a customer. And naturally what will come with that is more data, more trend analysis, and more opportunity to coach and improve those business areas.
Our sampling strategy previously was looking at, if you think of our business development managers as an area in particular, we were doing about 900 interaction checks manually each month. Once we'd gone through our pilot phase with the automated scorecard for this area, and we were happy that it was testing in the same way that we wanted our manual tests to be done, we pressed the button to turn it on, and within a very short space of time, we had 6,000 interactions tested.
I think evaluagent has been able to really transform our coaching approach across our team leader group across the business. I think it's a way of them being able to kind of log in as a leader and really self-serve and take ownership of the performance of their teams. If you think about it in a very simple way, you can log in and instantly see a dashboard of who's performing on your team versus who's not, and within seconds you can see why, with all the information there to understand what it is that's gone wrong in those conversations.
We've avoided needing more headcount in QA despite mass growth in lots of different areas by focusing on introducing evaluagent and the AI power testing that it brings. And if we'd wanted to continue testing the way that we were in a very manual testing approach, we would have needed 4 or 5 times the number of analysts to do it. And we've done that in building a tool which is testing in such volume and focused through the pilot on the effectiveness of this tool. That means that whilst business is growing and many of my peers in different areas are talking about what will be required to support that growth, we're actually looking at whether we have efficiency savings already. So as I mentioned previously, I think 80% of our testing, our analysts who are doing the testing, can be repurposed into different areas.
I think the auto QA has saved us an insane amount, because what would have taken 5 analysts over the course of the week, full day's work to do, you're getting done in seconds. So what we're able to then do with that time saving is really lean up across our analyst group within the team and make sure that they're then looking at more complex processes within those business areas.
From day one, and speaking to evaluagent here, I really bought into the future in Capital on Tap could be quality intelligence. And that's utilizing insights that come from automated QA, as well as aspects like end-to-end customer testing, and pulling all of that together.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I am likely to recommend evaluagent as a 10, and I have recommended evaluagent.
So we, like a lot of other businesses, we're looking at evaluagent to say, well, we understand our products, services, and our testing and our strategy, but you have the AI-powered potential. And I guess that can be a fear. Stepping into that is, I've never built anything through AI before. How does that work for us? And everyone's been really supportive.